Good morning, I'm Kong, and this is Hardcore Minecraft in an ocean-only world. Now I'm an unreasonably reckless person, so to survive 100 days in a hardcore world, well, this is going to be quite the challenge for me. So if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. I mean, only if you liked it. If you enjoy our content, then please hit that subscribe button. We are trying to break 100 subs, and if you want to keep up to date on our content, then click that bell notification. Now, going into a 100-day series, I needed a couple of goals. I've never beaten the Ender Dragon, I've never had netherite armor, and I've never had elytra. So, obviously my goals for this series are going to be to get netherite armor, to fully enchant it, to beat the hell out of the Ender Dragon, to get me some elytra, and to fly like an eagle. Insert copyrighted music. I'm just kidding. I don't want to go to jail. Now with that out of the way, to survive 100 days in an ocean-only world, we're going to need a couple of things. Firstly, we're going to need something to keep us awake. This is going to be a lot of work. 100 days is over 30 hours, and that's just the recording. So we're in for a long night. To stay awake, we're going to need something strong, and preferably delicious. And Ray's is perfect. It's delicious, it won't make me crash, it won't make me jittery, which is good because I'm reckless enough as it is. A link will be in the description for the website, and using code ElKonkor will save you 15%. I mean, only if you want to save money. The second thing we're going to need is wood. Now in an ocean-only world, there are no trees, which means there's no saplings. So the only way to get wood is through the nether trees, getting saplings from the wandering trader, or which is so much easier, shipwrecks. So let's get to it. With that perfect segue, we get into day number 1. So we need resources. We need all of the resources. Now off spawn here, we see an island off in the distance, but first things first. We need to gather everything from these ships. This first ship was buried under the sand. So we gather the wood, we make our tools, we open the chests, and well, we move on to the next ship. Now this ship has some good stuff. In the first chest, we find some food. And in the second, we find iron, which is perfect because we're going to need to make an iron pick eventually anyway. Now after this, we wanted to head over to that island we saw. But on the way, there's a few ravines that we could get some materials from. And as we're swimming through, there's open caves everywhere, and there are diamonds! After all, the first diamonds. After this, in another ravine, we find a spider spawner. But we're not going to mess with that just yet. Since we're a bit full, we need to head to that island and make ourselves a base. So day 2, we begin building our first farms, chests, furnaces, our lava farm, and at night we decide to go search for some treasure from that map that we have. Days 3 and 4. Now always when you find the buried treasure, which, you know, as normal, it's really bad treasure. Coming back, we find something rather odd. We find an exposed stronghold. And naturally, we have to find all the good loot that's in it. So we head into the library, grab all the books, enchanted and not, give all that knowledge for ourselves, and we find a golden apple hidden in a chest. Now finding this golden apple, it gave me a thought. We need villagers. And to get a villager, we need zombie villagers, which we can use golden apple on. But this is going to take a lot of work. Day 5. After we get back from our little adventure, we need to spend some time on our farms, which is really boring, so that's all I did on day 5. Not much to talk about here. Day number 6. To get villagers, we're gonna need zombies. And to get zombies, we're gonna need a mob farm. So we spend this day just mining some general materials. Days 7 to 9. We need so much cobble for this mob farm. So much cobble. So, the best way to get there is to make a very basic cobble farm. So, we make it and we AFK it for a couple days. Day number 9. As we're AFKing, trying to get as much cobble as we can to make this mob farm, we hear something. A wandering trader. And his trades were the actual worst trades they could possibly be. There was no saplings, there was nothing usable. It was horrible. He's terrible. I hate him. So naturally I just decided to remove him of his trades by, killing him. But don't worry. I'm sure we'll get much better trades with the next one. Day number 10. We just get more cobble. That's all I have here, right? Yep, just more cobble. Days 11 through 14. We have all the cobble we need, so we finally begin constructing this mob farm, which can be scary at times. We light everything up, get it all done, and on day 14 we finally finish it. But I'm still not prepared for if we find a zombie villager. We have the gapple, but we don't have the potions we need. Days 15 to 17. It's time to go on our adventure in the Nether. Since I have the gapple, I need all that brewing stuff. So, we hop in, and we find a fortress. We need those hot boys in the fortress. You know, the blazes? Yeah, don't roast me. As we find one, there were so many wither skeletons, and this was very scary. I had just a couple of close calls. But I wanted all those rods so I wouldn't have to come back. We got a bunch, so after we got a bunch, we made our way back. And on the way back, we did some trades with a couple pigs over here. As I was trading, I fought a gas, and I made it back home. No sweat. Day 18. It was time to brew up all the potions we would ever need. We made our potions of weakness for the villagers. We made our potions of slow falling for the dragon because I'm scared. And we made some water breathing ones for a later project. Days 19 to 23. I decided to AFK at the mob farm, try to get a villager, because I really want one. But after waiting all this time and not getting zombie villager at all, it was 4 days, I didn't want to keep wasting time because I'm not progressing, I'm not doing anything. So I stopped. Days 24 to 25. Since I gave up on AFK, I decided I might as well go mining and try to find some diamonds. But I didn't spend very much time on mining. That's boring to me. Days 26 to 29. I, for whatever reason, was determined to get a villager. So I decided to just AFK at this farm till I finally got one. But after 3 days of waiting, I didn't find any. And so, yet again, I didn't want to waste too much time on just doing absolutely nothing. Now from days 30 to 31, I decided to begin a rather large project. I wanted to build a house. And the thought that I had in mind for my house would be an upside down pyramid. I don't know why, but I just have it in my head and I want to make it. But this is going to be a really huge project. And the materials I have in mind are going to be deep slate. It's going to look beautiful. So we're going to need to go mining because I definitely do not have enough deep slate for this. Day number 32. As we're mining for the materials for our house, I hear a zombie. And it's a villager. It's a zombie villager. Now, we need him alive desperately. And it's not gonna be very easy. See, it was daytime. And it's very tough keeping a zombie alive during the daytime. They are constantly burning themselves up because they don't want to stay in the water. So we had to dig around, make sure he couldn't climb up on our island. And eventually we got him. We dug a hole for him. We threw a roof over his head. And then we decided to beat him over the head with a potion. And we stuffed a cat wound in his mouth. Days 33 to 37. Now, working with villagers, it's just so infuriating. It's so irritating. I mean, they don't cooperate. You can't do anything about it. They wander off. It was horrible. So we spent so much time just trying to get a mending book from him, but he's running away. He's grabbing the chops he doesn't want. This idiot took the cleric chop, and he wouldn't switch. He just kept it forever. It was horrible. But something great happened. On days 38 to 39, we found another zombie villager. That's right, we finally have two. So we promptly forced him into servitude, and by that I mean we gave him a nice, home, a job, definitely paid him well for it. Yeah, absolutely, we took care of him. And, we watched them make babies, like the creeper I am. Anyway, moving on. Day number 40. For more villagers, we're going to need more beds. And for more beds, we're going to need more wool. But the problem is that sheep don't spawn. So we're going to need more string. So we're off to that spider spawner finally. Days 41 to 43. We struggle so hard with this spider farm. The spawners are cave spiders, and so you're getting poisoned, and it's just so annoying dealing with these guys and trying to make something. I didn't look up a tutorial, just kind of what I thought I remembered making a spider spawner, and but now that it's done, finally, we get all the string we will ever need. Days 44 to 48. We spend so much time on these villagers. We gotta make them safe and secure because I don't have that many of them, and they're just so dumb. They wander off. You're trying to keep them in this hole or that. It's so difficult. And we keep trying to get mending or looting or something useful for them. But spoilers, we didn't find anything useful. Days 49 to 59. We began working on a few things, so we needed to make an iron farm. Now, I personally love the iron trades. I think they're the best and they're the easiest. So, as we're working on it, we need more beds. So we have to go back and AFK at the spider farm for a little bit. We got all of our string we need. We brought a couple villagers over into the We bred the villagers, brought a couple over into the iron farm, and as we waited, because we had to wait for nighttime so they would claim the bed to put them in there, we decided to keep on trying to find our trades that we needed. We needed mending, and we found it! So, we put it on the pickaxe. We decided to make a really good pickaxe, and once when we did, we healed it up. And finally, day 59, we are finished with the iron farm. Days 60 to 66. We need more villager trades. Now, as I said before, my favorite trades are the iron trades. So we're going to need an armorer, we're going to need a toolsmith, so we can get those diamond tools and those diamond armor. But we're going to need so much more emeralds, so we decided to make a sugarcane farm and a stick farm. We just put them together so we can get all those juicy emeralds. Days 60 to 68. We are in full diamond armor. So, naturally it's time for some netherite. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get some sand so we can turn it into some TNT. We jump into the nether, find a nice little spot, and we decide to make a nice cozy little tunnel. And we light those babies up. Boom. And we find a couple scraps, but it's nowhere near as much as we need. So we decided to go to town with our pickaxe. After all this time, we finally smelt it all up and we make our first netherite piece. We threw it on our armor. Day 69. Nice. We just kept on searching for more netherite because we're not full. Days 70 to 73. We finished getting all the netherite that we need to put it on all of our armor, and we had a little bit left over, so we threw it on our pickaxe. But we needed some better enchantments, so we decided to AFK to get some experience. Days 74 and 75. We need pearls. So we need to trade with the pigs. After we trade a little bit, we decided we need to find a bastion to get some more gold. And, well, it was very scary. The brutes, they hurt so much. They're scary, and then everyone else gets mad at you. It's just, I got my gold, I got my trades. I got out of there. Day 76. We need to finish prepping for this dragon fight. So, we finished up getting any enchantments we could possibly need. We got some more food from all of our farms. We got a couple of our mats that we're going to need just in case we need to build something. We grabbed our potions of slow falling because, well, I really don't want to die. I really don't want to die. And we grabbed some fireworks for after the end city. Days 77 and 78. It's time that we finally head off for the stronghold. And wouldn't you know it, we went the wrong direction. You see, when I wrote down those coordinates, when we found it on day 2, 3, whatever it was, for whatever reason, I have 2 sets of coordinates written down. So I went to the first set of coordinates, and there was no stronghold there. There was no land there. There was nothing. I was literally spinning circles trying to figure out why these coordinates are even here. There was nothing here. There was absolutely, I dug down, there was nothing here. So eventually I went to the next set of coordinates and we found it. So we jumped in to the stronghold. We finished that portal, took a deep breath, and we jumped in. Day 79. It's time. Play the dramatic music. We jump in. We get over to the island. We shoot all the crystals. Dragon, well, she didn't like that very much, and she tossed me into the air. But with my quick thinking, my brain absolutely lagged, and I completely forgot to use the potion of slow falling that I brought. I also forgot to use the walker bucket, so I took a lot of damage on that fall. But I survived. As I was shooting the dragon, she was bobbing and weaving my shots. I mean, I definitely didn't miss any because I am so good at using a bow, but eventually, with sword in hand, and my Robin Hood-like aim, like I said, I didn't miss any shots ever. I bested her. After I grabbed all that experience, I headed into the portal, looking for an end city. I wanted to find my elytra. And actually, I found one super quick. It actually wasn't that far from the portal. So we went to the ship first, so I could grab my elytras. I fought and killed some shulkers, and these things are horrible. Like I can't hit their projectiles. I constantly was floating, and they actually do so much damage with it. My shield, it blocks it, but I still get hit by it. I don't understand shulkers, but I killed them. I grabbed an ender chest just because. I mean, I don't really need it, but I got it anyway. I decided to head on home. Day 80. We head on back home, but first we made a pit stop because I needed to get the egg that I forgot to get. And well, since it's my first time beating Minecraft, I'm gonna watch the credits. Yeah, no, just kidding. I skipped that shit. Days 81 and 82. Now, since this is the first time we've ever beaten the Ender Dragon, the first time we've ever had elytra, we decided to celebrate. We need to remember this victory. So, we built an Ender Dragon shrine. And I'm really proud of it. It's ugly, I know. Listen, it's horrible. It's so terrible, but I mean, I think it's really cool. The egg is floating, and that is because I used a slab, and I think that was really cool. And then the dragon, you know, it's with the torch, and it's making. And I know the dragon itself is ugly. I'm not good at building, but I love it. Days 83 and 84. We really need to finish this house, so we're gonna need to drain it. Now, we flew over trying to find a island to get some sand. Got a whole bunch of sand, and on the way back, our elytra broke. Because I didn't pay attention to it, I didn't enchant it for whatever reason, so I had to swim the rest of the way. Days 85 to 87. We needed to finish getting really good enchantments on all of our stuff, so we fixed our elytra, and we got a whole bunch of mending books so that we could easily repair our armor. And that's what we did. We just AFK'd and healed our items. Days 88 and 89. Now to clear out our house of all this water, we're going to need some sponges. So we need to clear out an ocean temple to get all those sponges, and well, clearing it was so easy. Well, we cleared it at least. Yeah. Days 90 to 99. we begin the very long process of draining our base. Now, I think I underestimated this project. I don't think I'm gonna finish this in time. I mean, as I was drying the sponges, the zombie pigman came through the portal. The iron golem got all mad at it and killed it. It scared the shit out of me because I wasn't paying attention. And while I was drying the sponges all these times, I decided to do a little bit of trading so I get some more more emeralds. And as you're jumping around, the elytras sometimes go off and it makes you fly a little bit. And it just so happened to make me fly into the iron farm itself, so I was sitting around there with all my villagers. And I realized, I cannot finish this house in time. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish it in time. So, if you do want me to see me finish this home, we're going to need to do it 200 days. And that's up to you guys. I did not plan very well. Oh, and we never got another wandering trader at all. We just got the one. We have no saplings this entire time. Day 100. Now for this last day, I thought about showing off all the cool builds that we did. Everything we built and all the cool things, and I realized we didn't build anything. We didn't do anything for these 100 days. So if you want to see me build some more things, finish the house, and comment down below and let me know. But for this final day, we visited all of our builds, even though it wasn't really much of anything. We went to the iron farm and gave those villagers one fish to split between the 5 of them. They'll be fine. We gave a single carrot to the farmer. We gave a single carrot to both the mending villager and another one to the toolsmith because I love those two. The others, I don't really care about them. I didn't feed them, so I'm sure they'll be fine. They'll be fine. We walked by the cobble farm that I used literally only once, and it just stayed there for 100 more days. And we check out the best farm that was ever created. Oops. We go by the mob farm that gave us our second villager. The house that I didn't get to finish due to poor planning. The beautiful dragon shrine. No, I actually do like this thing. I think this actually turned out pretty well. Let me know what you think. Rate it on a 1 to 10. 10 is best. I give it a 9.7. We fly by it all, above it all, and get to see our progress. As the sun begins setting, we look from above on the mob farm. We look at our house, it's not finished. Look at our farms, and finally, we sleep. This project was so much fun. I had so much fun with this. It took so long to record and to edit and do all these things, but it was so much fun. It was so rewarding. If you guys want to see another 100 days on this series, if you want to see another 100 days in another series, please comment below and let me know what you guys think. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support, and remember to laugh a little, love a little. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.